So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I would say good morning, but it's nighttime, so I'm gonna say good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, you big booty women out there. Good evening, you gentlemen out there. You bachelors living your life. Today is what's today? Today is March 6th, 2016. It's been about a month and a half since the last podcast, and guess who's back? It's Jovan, What Crazy People Think, and the third segment of A Night with My Friends, and with the same guests as always.
We're his only friends.
Yeah, my only friends. We got Tadarwin and Mary here, so you guys say hello, guys. Say hello.
Hi.
What's cooking?
Alright, so it's been a minute.
What's cooking?
It's been a minute since the last podcast because I think it got hacked, but such is life. So now I'm sort of starting over. I had to find a new hosting site, but the wait is over, everyone. The wait is over. So how has everyone been these last few weeks? What's been going down?
A lot has happened.
Yes.
I don't even know where to start.
Me neither.
Jovan, do you want to start or do you want us to start? Oh, it is.
You gotta start. I'll end it. I don't know.
Well, what's happened in the last month and a half? Well, I spent a weekend in Leavenworth in a bed and breakfast, and it was absolutely amazing. For my birthday, I was in Portland for a weekend, and I learned how to ski and snowboard. Skiing is not my thing at all whatsoever. Snowboarding is so much easier.
I think it's because you're just on one thing.
Maybe.
I've heard it's easier to pick up skiing.
Yeah.
Really, and skiing was just not my thing. Maybe because I don't have like the coordination
of both your feet.
Yeah, I don't have it. But that was really fun. And I got into a car accident.
Oh.
A bitch hit me. Fucking bitch. But doesn't this always happen? Like everyone tells me it always happens like this. You pay off your car. I paid off my car in December, and then I get into an accident in February. A week after my birthday, actually. And what kind of shit is that?
That's crazy.
I had to go car shopping. I got a nice little settlement out of it, thankfully. You know, still a little upset that I'm going to be paying for a car in the next couple of years. Yeah. But I'm glad I found something reliable and fairly new. Nice little upgrade.
If I were you, I'd be acting like my back hurt, my neck hurt, everything hurts to get even more money.
I wouldn't do that. It's too much.
I wouldn't do that. I feel like I'm a strong believer in karma, so I feel like if I did something like that, it would bite me in the fucking ass. Next thing you know, they turn around and say, we're taking all that money back from you, and have a good day.
You ain't really hurt.
I know someone who is doing that, and they're getting $20,000 back.
Oh.
And how is that?
That's terrible.
And nothing wrong with them.
Oh, wow.
That is...
Wow. I mean, I could have, but...
That is crazy.
Shoot. Her parents pulled up in 2 S-classes, brand new.
Yeah.
I could have done a little damage, but, no. I'm not that type of person, so...
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's my life, actually.
Boom.
Darwin.
I, too, had a birthday last month. 26 now. Nothing's too different with me.
You're like kind of seeing someone.
No.
You're on a roller coaster ride.
I'm on not a roller coaster. Okay, here's the thing. When I turned 26, I had this big, like... Prior to 2026, I was, like, kind of heavy into someone. And I didn't know what they were feeling. And it was just, like, kind of a weird back and forth, whatever. And I said, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. It is what it is. We're just going to be friends. I'm not going to hit him up and chit-chat, whatever. I had this big revelation. This huge revelation, I'm like, I don't need him, whatever, bye. I'll just continue doing me, whatever. So then, a couple weeks ago, I see this guy who, I was hanging out with. I see him at the bar, and I think, oh, God. No, that wasn't it. Fuck. Sorry, that wasn't it. I was going to the bar alone by myself on Tuesday because I had the next day off. Mm-hmm. So I thought, I'm going to, get some courage, get some confidence, go to the bar by myself, sit down, have maybe 2 drinks, go home, and call it a day. You know what I mean? So then I go to this, neighborhood hole-in-the-wall bar, and when you get in, you have to, go down these stairs, so it's like it's kind of like a 3-level place. So the bar is in the middle.
Is it 3 levels?
Yeah. So you go down, and then you're in the bar, and then you can also go back downstairs.
Oh.
You can, and there's a back entrance. So I'm going down the stairs, and I'm, like, looking down, you know, watching my feet, and right when you enter the bar, there's, like, a seating area where you can sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I'm walking, and I look up, and lo and behold, the one person looks up too, and me and the guy make eye contact. And I think to myself, fuck. I can't turn around and leave because he's already seen me, so I have to continue on being here. So I, like, go, I kind of, like, walk past him, and he goes, wait, where are you going, Tadarwin? Hey. And then,
Did you act like you didn't see him?
Well, I act like I didn't see him. I walked, like, I go, hi, and I continue to walk, and he goes, wait, where are you going? And I go, to get a drink. And he goes, oh, well, are you meeting anyone here? And, you know, I wanted to say, yeah, sure am. But then I realized, you're not meeting anyone here, and if you're sitting alone by yourself for more than 30 minutes, it's going to look crazy and embarrassing. So I said, you know, no, I'm not. And he said, well, get your drink and come over here and sit with, like, me and my friends. So I said, okay, fine. So then I get my drink, and I go over there, and this big guy is over there, like, huge white guy. No, not huge as in muscular, like, huge as in, like,
He's just a big dude.
He's just a big white
big
guy.
Boy.
Yeah. And then he's like, he won, I guess, big on pull tabs, and he's like buying us rounds of drinks. So I'm getting drunk, which is not what I really wanted, and I'm still with him. And then the guy's cousin he comes down, he's hanging out. We go to another bar, we go to the office. They're having drinks there, we're buying shots. I know that this is not what I wanted my night to be, so I'm taking the shots, and I'm trying to throw them underneath the table to act like I've been taking them. And he looks at me and goes, I see you. Like, you're trying to throw them under the table. And I go, oh. So now I'm taking the shots because he's watching me like a fucking hawk. So after that, we go to back to the Silverstone. And then I go back to his house with him. We hang out there. We go to bed. We wake up. And then we proceed. Because this was my day off. So I wanted to, you know, go do laundry.
Right.
Go
Productive.
Go to the movies. I had my day mapped out.
Yeah.
And then when I get with him, he's like, oh, what do you want to do? Like, let's hang out. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to a movie. He goes, well, you know, I don't really want to see that one. Can we just hang out and do something else? And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. But I shouldn't do that, you know what I mean? Like, I have my plans. I should have some type of, like, strength, but I don't. I lose all sense of reality.
I feel like all of us have been
him.
there at one point.
Yeah. And and what happened to this big revelation that I had? And it's like the same thing happened this past weekend. I went out on Friday. Mm-hmm. Jesus, my Friday was a disaster.
Why? Oh, yeah.
Friday, we went to dinner. It was me, my friends Cody and Danny.
Yep.
And, like, their parents. We went to Pomodoro. Mm-hmm. It's an Italian restaurant, Proctor. It's very, very good. If you're in Washington, Pomodoro, Italian, on Proctor.
Oh, in Tacoma.
In Tacoma, yeah. It's really local.
Is it, like, casual?
It's casual. It's casual. Okay. It's, like, a smaller space.
Oh, cute.
Those are the best places.
It's really nice. And it's, like, authentic. Mm-hmm. So we went there for Italian, for dinner. Drinks are flowing, wine bottles are just coming, and they're coming and going. Between me and Cody's mom, we probably had 2 bottles of wine to ourselves. Oh, gosh. I think. Because I don't remember, because she was just, like, pouring. Just, like, refilling my glass. So I'm drinking there, and then Courtney goes, okay, let's go to this other bar, like, downtown. So we go to the new Hilltop Kitchen, which is above...
It's new now.
Well... I think because they got a different spot for now. It's like a temporary spot. Okay. Yeah.
Is it nice?
It's above Cabana.
Oh, I like the old spot, though.
I like the old spot better. The new spot it's a little more... I think the new spot is a little more chill, relaxed. Mm-hmm. The old spot to me was a really, like, date atmosphere, which is fine.
I like the music there, too.
The new spot is just a little bit more, like, chill, kind of more compact. Mm. So anyway, I drink there. I had a gin and juice there, which is very good. Shout outs to you, Snoop Dogg. I don't know if you are listening to this, but the gin and juice, it was very good. I don't know.
Orange juice? Can I have a gin and juice?
Well, it was on the menu. It said gin and juice. Well, it was like, you know, because Hilltop Kitchen is like ingredients to make their stuff taste different. Mm-hmm. So I had that, and then we went to the Forum.
Oh, you're
yes, we were only supposed to have one drink. Courtney said, let's go have one drink. And then we'll go home. Famous last words. So then I go to the Forum. I had 2 drinks there. I'm with my friend Trenton again. And he's like, let's go to the Silverstone. the cop is there. The guy who I kind of hang out with, he's a cop, so I will refer to him as the cop. So the cop is there. So then I go up to the Silverstone with Trenton, and we're hanging out again. He's getting drinks, and shots are coming, and like I'm getting like a little like drunk because I haven't eaten prior since like 12, and then I just had a big dinner.
Yeah.
So then after that, I leave with the cop to the cop's friend's house. He's making us another drink, which is strong as shit, and I'm like sipping it because I know it's so strong. I'm sipping it. I'm trying to like ditch it. So then like the guy's friend, the cop's friend, takes us back to his house. And I get out the car. I proceed to maybe walk, I don't know, 10 steps. I make it to like the balcony area of the apartment, and I proceed to vomit over the railing, like.
Oh my god.
So I'm vomiting, and the cop's like, "Oh, are you okay? You know, like come in here, come in here, come in." And I'm like, "Okay, I just need 1 minute." So then like
Does he know? He knows.
He knows. Oh, he knows I'm vomiting. He knows.
Okay.
So then I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry, not a cute look, you know what I mean? So then we go to the couch, and we just like hang out on the couch, and then I go, I gotta vomit again. So I jump up again, and I'm clutching the toilet with the dry heaves. After that,
dry heaves are horrible.
After that, he's in bed, so I get in bed too, and like, he obviously didn't mind because he kissed me. We proceeded to kiss.
Vomit
vomit,
Did you at least like rinse your mouth out?
I don't think I did any of that.
Gosh.
I know.
That happens.
So yeah, so then like we just like I guess hung out for a little while.
What? You guys hooked up?
Well, yeah. Whoa, I didn't want to get too vulgar, but we hooked up. We didn't do the whole shebang because I wasn't ready. He didn't present any type of lubricants or condoms. I mean, you can't go in the back door dry.
There you go. All right.
You can't.
You can't.
I know, you can't.
Oh, you know?
Oh, you know better knows now. Oh, we done found out.
Okay. Okay,
I'm
so.
just saying, it's like common sense. I'm not saying that like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, he asked. And I said no. So then we like kind of went to sleep. And we woke up. We hung out a little bit more. But I had to go to that wine painting party. But he asked, like, because I was like, oh, my mom's up. My mom's in my apartment. She's meeting me. And then he goes, well, bring her down here. Because I dropped him off at his car.
Yeah.
At the bar that we were at the previous night. He goes, well, bring her down here. I can meet her. And I said, I said, what?
No.
He goes, yeah, she can meet me. I don't know if he was like playing or like he didn't really care. But, he said, yeah, bring her here and she can meet me. And we had like a very good conversation at 6:00 in the morning.
So how did that go? Did
she meet your mom?
No, he didn't meet my mom, but he was like asking me like, have you been with people since we've been like hanging out? And I said, no, I haven't. He goes, why? And I go, and I was just like, I don't know. That's not really my. I don't know. That's not my thing. If I'm like kind of like, if I'm into someone, I'm not gonna be like hooking up with other people and stuff like that. And plus, you go to every bar I go to. You have friends at every bar I go to. Yeah. They're gonna see me doing shit, and they're gonna go back to you. You know, I feel like I would do that if I saw someone doing like that.
And what did he say? How did he respond to that?
And he was just like, yeah, okay.
Well.
And then he said something about how he's never available to like hang out or anything like that. And he said like he's sorry about that, but it's like his job because he works like sometimes he'll be working days, sometimes he'll be working nights, and they'll call him in to like do overtime and stuff. And I said, yeah, I understand that too because your job is obviously demanding. And I told him that sometimes it fucking pisses me off. I didn't get into like logistics. I didn't say like sometimes I get the urge to burn your house down because you don't hang out with me. Yeah. But he apologized for that and stuff. It was like cool like actual like conversation.
Did you ask him? Has he been seeing anyone else since you guys have started?
Did you ask him that question?
I didn't ask him that, but I feel like he had. I'll ask him.
Yeah.
I did. I asked him who he's like if he's ever hooked up with like someone who I know or like other people. And he answered. He said, "I'll never lie to you."
That's good. So if you ask,
if I ask, he'll say. I feel like he hasn't been because he's super busy. One, two, he posts everything he does on Facebook. Like he like logs into places and
is he like tagging them?
He tags the people who he's with, and I creep through all of them, all their Facebooks. They're either A, not attractive, so I wouldn't care, or B, they're all straight and married. So like I don't it wouldn't like bother
Yeah.
me.
And I feel like he's at an age where he's like not.
I don't think he's gonna play no games.
Yeah.
Which is good. And you know that you've had that conversation with him to where it's like he asks you those kind of questions. So it's open and fair game. You can ask him that kind of shit.
Yeah, I'll ask him the next time I'm with him. But he also said something about, because we were at his friend's house with this older, rich gay guy. He lives in like
Point Reston?
No.
Oh.
Browns Point.
Oh,
and it's on the
Browns
water.
Point.
Yeah, his house is on the water. It's
okay.
it's $1 million man. It's like a mansion.
Wow.
It's huge.
Jeez.
And he said something along the lines like, he's like an older, he's 80 years old. He's just like
80?
He's 80 years old. He's like funny. He's a little crass, inappropriate. He's like, he asked me like, I'm looking for like a pool boy or something. Like, how much for you? You know, to like be here and like obviously for like sex or whatever. But said it like in a funny way. I wasn't offended at all. And then the cop goes, "Oh no, he's not for sale." Something like that.
Oh, okay.
And then the guy was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was just like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I like that though.
That is good.
It is hard though, like wanting to be with someone or at least give it a try, and it's like your guys' schedules just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me mad.
Yeah,
And then,
it's like a roller coaster for you guys, seriously.
It makes me mad too when I see he's checked into places, and I'm like, well, you could be hanging out with me, but I understand like you obviously want to see your friends and stuff, but
it's just hard. It's a balance you have to
It's
find.
like, how does he explain like you texting him and him not answering back though?
Yeah. But I texted him last night, like, are you out? Are you still out? He didn't text back, but he texted me this morning. And like he answered the question that he goes, "Oh, I'm in bed," and I said, "Well, obviously." And we chit-chatted, and then I had a drink. I met him for a drink today too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, today.
Okay. Well, you know, like you
So-
said, don't put all your eggs in a basket.
Yeah.
So we're just seeing how
He's
it
asking
goes.
those questions, which means he's curious, and then he cares a little. So
He does care a little.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Most
means
definitely.
I feel like if
For
he didn't
sure.
care, I wouldn't be around anymore. He would
no,
have tried to hit it and quit it, or if it didn't, you know what I mean?
But like you said, like he's at that age where he's just like, I don't think he's into the playing games, or he might not even be into that hit it and quit it type thing. Like he's just really want to take it slow type.
Extremely slow. I've been hanging out with him since last April. That would be a year.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a year.
It's gonna be a year next month.
On his birthday
is coming up, so it's gonna be.
Oh, how'd you know that?
His birthday's in
You
April?
just said his birthday's in April.
His birthday's in April, and that is when we first hung out too. I was at the bar with Chris, and he drunkenly came and just sat right next to me and just started talking to me.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I
like
knew,
fate.
I knew who he was, and we known each other before, but we never hung out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see when his birthday. I mean, I feel like you really get a real vibe when holidays and stuff like that come up.
I have something planned.
On occasions. Have you let him know?
No, not like a trip or like
Oh.
or like a big dinner, but like I have something planned because he's always talking about something. It's like a joke in between us. So I'm gonna play the joke out. Don't worry, it's not gonna like. It shouldn't blow up in my face. It shouldn't. It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
Well,
good.
also don't have your hopes up to where it's like you expect to see him on his birthday and then.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't expect to see my birthday, but I'm gonna be a little upset if I don't see him on his birthday.
Yeah.
But then I also feel like maybe I shouldn't see him on his birthday because I feel like he's gonna wanna like birthday sex, right?
That extent.
But then I also know that he's gonna get too drunk to where it's not gonna be able to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, just play it by ear.
So I'll just I gotta get prepared.
Play it by ear. I don't know.
And Jovan.
What have I been up to?
I mean, I was a chatty Cathy.
That's okay. It's been a long time
It
since
really
we
has.
got together. Let's see. Like the last month, we'll start from the top. I started a new gig out in Seattle. That's going well. Thank you guys. Thank you. It's going
Round of applause.
What else? I hung out with an old friend of mine, and we got into a car wreck too, but it wasn't as bad as yours.
Yeah.
It was like a bumper to bumper thing. But the funny part about my car wreck is that there's certain situations, whereas if we got caught at the same place at the same time,
That would be bad.
It would not be good.
Did you guys pretend you guys were in different cars?
No, we were lucky that.
What do you mean? I'm not following. I just.
Off the road, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that at a different time, or after we're done recording. But so we got into a little car accident. No big deal. I went to I went to see the Hollywood NT Gallery at the Treason Gallery in Seattle, which was pretty tight. And then I found out that one of my used to be close pals, he hooked up with an old fling, you can say, maybe an ex-girlfriend.
I would
it's like
say
in
an
between
ex-girlfriend.
that. It was serious. It's more serious than a hookup.
Yeah,
we'll call it that.
I would say an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. So like the last month and a half,
But you guys were also hanging out again.
Yes, we did start. We did our little stupid cycle of I'm gonna text you, say what's up, and we're hanging out every other damn day. And then
must be nice.
and then I find out. Then I find out like 2 months ago she slept with one of my boys, former boys, and the last 2 weeks I've just been dealing with that drama. So I don't know. I don't know how I should feel about it, because I feel as if I may have came off too hard or too harsh in regards to just cutting off all the people in that situation and just moving forward with the people that I the people I like to be surrounded by in my group of friends. So it's like, I'm gonna give you guys a rundown one last time. I think this is gonna probably be the last time I talk about it.
It's okay. Talk about it all you want. I feel like don't ever say this is the last time I'm gonna talk about it. No. Talk about it until you feel as if you're done.
All right.
You know what I mean? No one's gonna judge you for continuously talking about it.
All right. So I was seeing this girl, right? We've been seeing each other on and off probably like 2-3 years now.
Such a long time.
Like 2-3 years. I want to say 2.
Time seriously flies, yeah.
But yeah, so we've been on and off for a while now. And so, when we're on, everything's good, peachy, 100%, like a couple, whatever. But then when we're off, we're just beefing, whatever. We don't talk for like maybe a month. And then we're back to talking again after that. It's stupid. It's like a movie. It's like Sex in the City. I don't know. But, so, one of our last times hanging out and catching up and doing whatever shit that we were doing, I hear this story, right? So the first time I've heard this story was like 2 months ago, when her and I weren't really talking back then. We were kind of like,
you about it?
That's the funny part. So, all right, you got a piece of paper?
He needs to write this out.
I have to write fake names.
Oh, okay.
So it was like 2 months ago. Hold on, I'm gonna write down these names.
Oh, it's for us to understand.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say party number 1, party number 2, and party number 3.
We're gonna go with Terrell.
Okay.
And Terrell and Tim. Alright, so it was like 2 months ago. And then I don't know. Well, we'll call her girl. Alright, so it was like 2 months ago I heard this story, right? So it was with me and this girl I was, on and off with for so long, and we weren't talking or whatever. So I have an iChat with all my friends, right? There's at least like 8 of us in it. So I have my friend Terrell in there, and I have Tim. Mind you guys, these names are fake names. So yeah, because I don't want a whole bunch of that extra more nonsense going on, except the people that know on what's going on. So anyways, so I have a big iChat, 8 people. Terrell and Tim are in there, and then they were texting about a situation like 2 months ago. So I guess Terrell and Tim, they were out at a bar, right? They run into the girl I was seeing or used to see or whatever. And then so that was it. Like that's all they said in the iChat. So but they didn't use names, but for that moment when they said, "Oh, we ran into so and so." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool, whatever. What's she been up to?" Yada yada. And then they went to another story. They didn't use names this time though, but I was just like, whatever. They might have just ran into some bimbos and this or that. So Terrell was saying some story about, he was driving with these chicks, and Tim was in the back with another girl, and then they were like, being flirtatious and all that shit, all of them in the car, and then they went to some girl's house with one of the girls' house and just kicked it, right? And that was one of the stories. And then I remember Tim saying in the text or in the iChat, like, he was like, "Dude, I fucked up." And that was the key word.
That gives it away.
Yeah, but I still didn't know. But I was like, oh, I wonder what he did. Like, he must have. obviously I'm still clueless of the whole situation. I'm oblivious because I don't know. I'm thinking they're just hanging out with random females, and with Tim saying he fucked up, like, oh, maybe he like had sex with no rubber or something. I don't know. Who knows? So boom. So they say that story like 2 years ago or 2 months ago, and then yeah, whatever. But I thought I'd forget about it, and then 3 months later, I run into the girl I was seeing on and off for 2 years. We hang out and start catching up again for like 2 weeks, and then we pick up her friend. I pick up her and her friend from the Silverstone one night, and because I was leaving DOA, and it was because we got into a freaking. Oh yeah, another thing that happened to me. I got into a fight like 3 weeks ago, and I punched the guy in the fucking face because he hit me. He hit me first. I'm not gonna go out and look for fights, but he hit me first, so I knocked him out. But anyways, yeah. So after that, I picked up homegirl and her friend from the Silverstone, and then as we're driving to drop off homegirl, and then me and the girl I was seeing, we were gonna go back to her place. But as I was dropping off her friend, she tells the same exact story that Terrell was talking about in the iChat 2 months prior. And I don't know how I remembered it, but I started piecing shit together. And I was like, this is really strange. Because I remember the details that Terrell was saying. And I remember how he was saying that Tim was there with him when all the shit was going down. And I'm thinking, okay, if my chick's friend is with Terrell, then I know for a fact that the girl that I'm seeing was with Terrell and Tim as well. So I didn't say anything to them at that moment. I didn't ask no questions. I just let the shit slide. I wasn't worried about it. I didn't start thinking about it until the next day. So boom, next day comes through. I start piecing everything together, and then it starts forcing me to ask questions. So I started asking more questions, and I get down to the nitty gritty, and I find out that Tim hooked up with the girl that I've been seeing for like the last 2-3 years. And then so I just felt, I don't know how I felt, but I felt like, I felt betrayed. Not necessarily betrayed, but I just felt like some type of way. Like angry, maybe sad, but just like everything in one, because it's like, you know, basically an ex-girlfriend, we've been on and off for 2-3 years. So it's serious. It's more serious than anything, than it being nothing. So I kind of like took it as like those type of things, guy code, that's off limits. You know what I mean? And then so with that, and I talked to him about it, and he was saying how he felt bad and this and that and the other. And, you know, he's happy that I came to him and we talked about it and this and that. And then, like, we squashed it for that day. But I kept tossing it around in my mind. And I was like, I need to get more information and just figure it all out. And then the girl that I was seeing, she came over that night. And I told her that I found out. Like, I knew that you hooked up with my friend Tim. And she was like, everybody that knew that I found out, they were just shook. They didn't know what to say. Because it was like some dumbass secret they're trying to keep. And then she just was just speechless. So I kicked her out after that. And I was just like, dude, I can't deal with this. This is fucking weird. You guys are trying to play me right now. And so all in all, I met up with the guys again. I met up with Terrell and Tim. They gave me their side of the story. And I guess what it was that went down that whole night was they ran into the girl I was seeing at DOA or whatever. And, like, they're chopping it up, drinking this and that and the other. But I guess homegirl was just probably mad or in her feelings about something and just was dragging my name through the mud, talking crazy reckless about me, all this other shit. Shit that you do when you're mad at an ex. You know what I mean? And so, and I'm like, okay, that's whatever. You just let her talk, and this and that. But then what's worse is that you're letting this girl, you know, run my name through the mud, talk really reckless about me. And then you're proceeding to want to hook up with her because you figure out, oh, she must not be talking to Jovan anymore. So I guess that's my clear cut to try and make a move because, you know, we're drinking right now and I'm just going to use that as a way out because, you know, when you're drunk, you make these stupid decisions. But the last time I've been drunk, I've been totally coherent in what decisions I'm making. It's just my motor skills are bad. So the way I thought of it was that, you know, they just wanted to look for their window and have their reason to hook up with this chick that is obviously mad as fuck at me and wants to probably get back at me by sleeping with someone, probably with a friend. And then so I see it as them being the friend, that was her window to get back at me, them being weak and allowing her to, you know, do what she does, and that's it. And then so now you toss the friendship basically on the ground and out the window because now you lose respect for yourself in the whole situation, and then you're not respecting the person that you claim is your friend. Because I feel like in that situation, if it was me and, you know, one of my friends' ex-girlfriends is trying to hook up with me or is talking shit about my friends behind their back, I'll let them talk, and then I'll just be like, all right, I'm going to go over here with my friends.
Who came up to who?
You know what? I don't know. I'm assuming that, because she'll be there early, and I can bet that she was probably already there, and then they kind of like walked over there.
I think they went up to her.
That's what I think,
So that
too.
just, for me, just gives it away that, like, at the end of the day, like, he's in the wrong.
Yeah, no doubt.
110%.
Like 110%, he is in the wrong. Like, I feel like, and for him to just sit there and let her talk shit about you,
Mm-hmm.
and then still be there at the end of the night, like, that's just fucked up.
It's crazy.
And to not say something the next day, like, or to not even, like, if someone is sitting there talking about my friend to me, I'm either gonna say, you know, hey, you know, that's, you know, chill out, calm down, that's my homegirl, that's my homeboy, whatever, and then leave the conversation.
Exactly.
Or, or I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to tell the person, hey, so-and-so was talking about you at the bar, you know what I mean? Like, they're slandering your name, just wanted to let you know, or whatever, you know? And it sounds like Tim did not do that.
No.
So Tim was totally in the wrong.
Tim is not weak. I don't feel like that,
either.
Are, like, trying to justify his actions. I just feel like Tim is just selfish and thinking about himself and didn't give a fuck about what you were thinking and just went along and did whatever he wanted to do. Didn't really care about the repercussions. Only cared about the repercussions when you came and basically were just, like, putting two and two together and, you know, confronted him about the matter. Because let's be honest, he would have went forever and not said anything to you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So, I don't know. It's just, like, that whole situation, like, there's some people that they'll just be like, they'll choose one or the other. They can be like, oh, you know, I'll be cool with these guys, but I'm just not going to trust them, but I'm going to still try and date this girl, and because, you know, there's so much past or whatever. Or it's like, oh, I'm not going to mess with this girl, and I'm going to use that bros before hoes mentality and still kick it with my guys. But, like, overall, I had looked at the situation as a whole, and it's just like, these people, you know, what I look for in life, to be successful in life, you want to have happiness and to be able to trust those around you. And, you know, and if you're affecting my happiness or my trust with you, you're affecting my success. And I just feel like I just need to, like, box you guys up into this shitty situation and then, like, put you in the ocean and push you away. You know what I mean?
You're a nice analogy.
Well, I feel like what happens if you start dating another girl? You start dating another girl, you guys have been together for maybe a couple months, 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
You bring her around your boys, you're at a bar, and you see Tim chit-chatting with her. You're going to be like, what are they talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always
going to be like, oh, did he try to get with you? Because he's done it before with one of my friends.
Exactly.
It's always going to be something that's going to, like, be there
forever or until I get over it, but then it's still like it could happen again. You know what I mean?
I feel like, and I'm not saying to just like completely shut him out because that's not possible. Like we all have the same friend, so it's like you're not ever gonna like shut the other person out. But in regards to like, am I gonna trust you with anything anymore? Hell no. Am I gonna invite you to my wedding? Fuck no. You are not going to be in my top 8 MySpace friends. Goodbye. Like, that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's sad, but it's like, he put himself in that situation.
He did it to himself.
Yeah,
now,
you know what I mean?
Terrell, what, are you excluding him too, or are you...
I feel like I have to.
Because I feel like what part did he play in with the girl. You just met him because he knew and didn't say anything?
He was there the entire time. Didn't say anything. He was a part of the conversation of bashing Jovan.
So he's in between Tim and Jovan. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, should I say something and then cause an issue, or should I just keep to myself? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like the way he was coming out, he's coming at the whole situation when I was talking about it. It was like he was trying to defend the actions of Tim.
I see.
And I'm like, no, this is bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's where it gets a little sticky.
Yeah, and it's like on top of that, if you guys were there, like, you both were probably on the same page. And also, I let these motherfuckers play themselves when they rode with me on Saturday after leaving Homeboy's birthday, because I let them tell me I was
this Saturday, this past
the last Saturday.
Oh, okay.
We were in Seattle, so I let them ride with me, right? Because I'm gonna play cool, act like there's no beef, no problems, no nothing.
I want him in my car.
And then so they needed to ride back to Tacoma.
It's an Uber. Download the Uber app.
So they needed to ride back to Tacoma, and I was like, all right, this is the perfect chance for me to get exactly their side of the story, because they'll look it up, they're gonna say everything. So they said everything, and which leads to Terrell. Now this motherfucker says, yeah, I thought I was gonna hook up with a blah 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 first, but then she went to Tim, and I was like, oh, okay, that's real nice to know, because if Tim wasn't there, and if she would have proceeded to try and hook up with you would have let that shit happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So congratulations, Terrell and Tim, you played yourself. But no,
T-squared.
T-squared done played themselves.
So I was just like, okay, that's perfect. And then, and that's how I figured out that she was, they're telling me how much trash she was talking. And I was thinking in the back of my mind, oh, and you guys weren't backing me up. And
no, yeah, that doesn't
and
sit
y'all
well.
looked at it as fair game because I wasn't there or I wasn't in the picture. So I was just like, but if I'm coming up in conversation, I was in somebody's mind. And then shit went down and I don't know.
And we're too old for that, honestly.
Exactly.
You're at DOA, you're at a bar. There are 20, 30, 40 other girls there. Why go after her?
Exactly. So it's just
because they knew it would have been easy.
It's easy because they already have the relationship established of, oh, I know who you are.
It's pathetic to me.
It's weak. So, but yeah, and that's why I was just like, I'm gonna ball all three of y'all together in this box and I'll push you away in this ocean.
I feel like I think Terrell's a great person, great friend, but in that particular situation, who knows what he was thinking?
I don't know.
I think maybe you might need to have a one-on-one time with him, because that might be a friendship that you might want to savor.
I don't know. Whenever we're out and he's too drunk, he wants to start fights and shit.
So maybe cut it.
So it's just too much. It's just too much. You know my style. I don't like fighting. I don't like all that extra shit.
Just keep us back burner friends, way back burner.
So if I see you, what's up? But other than that, it's just I don't know you, bro. So I don't know. It's too much.
That's sad to see something like that happen over a good friendship. But
I know.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just crazy.
But that also makes me think too, because before I started hanging out with the cop, it was expressed to me that. But this was years ago. So I knew the cop when I was 22 years old. That's when we first met. Right. So I was 22. I'm assuming because he's 10 years older than I am. He was 32. When you look at that, that's a weird. Yeah, that's a weird age gap. But anyway,
he was 30 when you was 20.
I know.
Okay, let's tell AJ nothing but a number. Okay.
He was 19 when I was 9.
Oh my God! Let's not look at that. Please.
So anyway, I was at his house with my friend Chris. We were all just over there. Him and other friends were there too, chit-chatting and stuff. And I thought he was cute then. So I went up to cop, chit-chatting and stuff. We were talking about music and stuff that we like. And I proceeded to take his phone and took pictures of myself in his phone. Obviously, so he has a photo of me later. Always planning. So anyway, as I left, this was years ago. As we were leaving his apartment, I turned to Chris. I said, "Oh, he's cute. I might want to, go after that." And Chris goes, "No, don't. That is my crush.
Oh, God.
Do not." So I said, "Okay, whatever." So then fast forward to 3 years ago.
No.
Oh, yeah, no, 3 years now. So I'm 25, I'm now 26. But for a while, Chris did feel some type of way about it.
Right.
And, you
talked to him about it, right?
Well, I didn't talk to him before. Because I didn't know it was going to turn into all of this. I thought we were just going to hang out, whatever. But, like, we hang out multiple times and stuff. And Chris, he did feel some type of way about it. He was trying to play it off as, like, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want him to hurt you. Bullshit like that. But I'm like, no. You feel some type of way, and everyone knows you do. Because whenever, like, I get done hanging out with him and I come hang out with you guys, you always have something, like, slick to say.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do it anymore, so I think he's over it, whatever. Because he knows that it's going to continue to happen. But I feel like, am I in the wrong about that?
No.
Kinda? I'm not in the same realm as the girl, right? Because they never dated.
No, they never
dated. Never dated. They never even had sex.
They were just...
No, that was just his crush.
That was just his crush,
on him.
and they fooled around once. And it was only for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And literally no more than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even...
Okay. So as you were telling me the story before, I kind of thought, ooh.
No, me and the girl,
you guys had like...
Yeah. Hung out.
It was like a legitimate relationship.
Yeah. And what else was crazy is that Terrell's alibi was saying how, oh, what if Tim didn't know that you and old girl were like that serious?
No.
And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, what? Like, she's been around with me and my friends often.
Such bullshit.
And it's like, everybody knows. Everybody knows. Yeah, like, even though, I'm going to say it like this, so it's like, I don't have, a serious, like, girlfriend, relationship mentality, but I do have my fling, that's my main girl right now. You know what I mean? We may not be, like, as serious as, like, long-term dating relationships or this and that, but it's like,
that's the one girl you are consistently hanging out with
exactly.
on some level.
And it's like, if we're on our little stupid ass breaks, if we're fighting or whatever, and she hooks up with some random guy, it's like, it's whatever. You know what I mean? Because I'll do it too. But if it's like you're hooking up with my friends, then it's just like it's a whole different ballgame. It's like way too much. It's like now it's like you're not trying to hook up with people that I hang out with.
You're doing it out of spite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, they're trying to say that Tim didn't know, and like one of the dumbass reasons that they said was because I wasn't open about it. I wasn't openly public about us hanging out. I wouldn't post it on Facebook.
To be,
exactly.
Like.
But if they knew, all you need is like they knew that.
But then that's the thing. Then I brought it back to them. I brought it all the way back, and I was like, if you guys didn't know that was my main fling, then why did Tim text the iChat saying he fucked up? You know what I mean? If you saying he fucked up, then
he knows he did something wrong.
Exactly. So, yeah, they didn't have shit to say after that. But
that sounds like to me an awkward car ride from Seattle.
Oh, I would have. Grilled each
that's why
I
wash my hands with them. I wash my hands with the situation. I keep my friends around that. My dad was saying friends come and go. You know what I mean?
That is true. Yeah.
And then like the ones that you have now, that you've established a friendship with for a while now, they're going to be here for a long run. And then there's guys that, you haven't known for that long, or, I don't know, I've known Tim for a while, but I wasn't really like, there was like a space in between me and him that me and him were friends.
Let's be honest, what does Tim really have going for himself?
It's true.
Oh.
And so
he's just, coasting along in life.
Yeah.
Wait, what is
say?
No, I mean, if you're not doing anything, you're not doing anything.
Yeah, it was just a lack of respect.
I just feel like he wasn't benefiting you in any way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not really a loss for you, but it's definitely going to be a loss for him at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. So
what does he do?
I don't know.
Let's not get into it.
We're not going to get into that. But, so neither here nor there. My dad's saying friends come and go. And, me and Tadarwin, we went to the same middle school as each other, and he didn't know I was there.
I only went there for 8th grade. I'll have you know, 1. And 2, I was not popular or, on the hot list or anything in middle school. I was the new kid.
Everyone loved you, though.
No, I sat with the weird...
Yeah, sorry. Who did you hang out with?
But then you sat with us.
In the beginning, I sat with... It was... Amy Bingham. Do you remember Amy Bingham?
That sounds really familiar.
Yes,
You'll remember her. And then these other people who were just the weird eclectic, the weird people. And
let's be honest, they were way ahead of the game because now they wouldn't be seen as weird now.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? They listen to the music that we are listening to now in regards to like indie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
She's
saying?
very nice.
So.
I mean, she works at the Apple store, and she's helped me with my cell phone a couple of times. So thank you, Amy. But I did sit with her, but then after a while, I kind of got my own little band of misfits together, and we sat together for like most of the year. And then, sorry to them, but I got a little bit of some popularity at the end, and I left that table, went to the other ones with Mary. So,
Whoop whoop.
so yeah, that's where I was.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't know you went to me. I thought you went to Hutloff.
No, I just knew those Hutloff kids. Cause that was the same, or 8th grade, Corey and someone else went, and Jermaine went to Hutloff, and then like I somehow met a lot of those kids over there. But you know, I became friends with them, and it made high school a little bit easier. Didn't Chris go to Hutloff?
No, Chris is Furcrest.
Oh.
Furcrest kid.
Someone went to Hutloff, I thought. Out of your other group of friends.
The ones he doesn't like.
No, none of them.
Yes.
None of them went to Hutloff.
Okay. Well, never mind. But yeah, see, friendships, back to what I was saying, friendships come and go, because...
And they sprout out of nowhere.
Yeah. And see, we became friends these last couple of years, just randomly hanging out.
I don't know how our little group chat came along.
I don't know. How did it happen?
I think you put it together.
I did, because I
But
just...
for what?
Because I'd always... It was just tiring sending Tadarwin an outfit and sending you an outfit.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
So it was like, I'm just going to send all the guys that I usually send outfits to and get some, ideas. Relationship talk and all that stuff came to me.
So this iChat was centered around Mary. Yeah.
But obviously that sprouted into other things.
Yeah.
But I was the mastermind of it all. Creator, you must say.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad that you're over the whole situation now.
Yeah.
That's really rough to go through because you just feel like, I would personally feel like who do you trust these days?
Exactly. But
especially with Tim, who you've known for so long.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't expect that
But
from
what was crazy, I talked to his ex-girlfriend from back then.
Yes.
Yeah, and we chit-chatted about it. And then, she made sense of the whole situation. So it's like, I can be mad at him, but then I can't be mad at him because I know a little bit more, and then it just makes sense on why he is the way he is. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know if you're allowed to elaborate on that or
I can't
not.
really... I'll elaborate it after the podcast. But, yeah, it's just... I don't know. But just either or, it's just stuff like that. If I can't really trust you, even if it's, with girls, I know people saying, oh, it's just a girl. You're gonna end a friendship over some girl. No. It's like, dude, it's like
not about the girl. It's the principle.
Exactly, it's the principle, and it's just like.
And what if you honestly really liked her?
Yeah.
What if this girl was the one? So now, Jovan will never have the one.
Right.
So thanks, Tim.
And then plus on top of that, they're trying to keep the shit a secret.
Yeah.
And so boom, I'm out with her looking foolish.
Looking like an idiot. Yeah.
So it's just like, I can't mess with y'all. I'm gonna push that away. So, I don't know. And yeah, so.
Turn the page, next chapter.
Next chapter.
Everyone's on to their next chapter in life. You got a new job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're doing other things, so it's time to put that.
That's on the front burner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is on the front burner.
Yeah.
It's cool things. So, what do you guys got planned this coming week?
Well, I have tomorrow off. Today's my Saturday.
Okay.
I have tomorrow off because I do not work Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go.
Jealous.
I'm gonna go see Deadpool. I'm
Finally?
I'm finally gonna see it.
That movie's fucking tight.
I'm finally gonna go see it. You didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Okay,
Do you like superhero movies?
I do.
Okay.
But I was expecting this to be so funny.
Nah, so you can't do that.
I don't. I laughed only a few times, but trust, it was a very good movie. Don't get me wrong, Deadpool, great movie. But I was expecting to laugh my ass off the whole entire movie, and I didn't.
I'm not expecting that because I don't laugh for movies.
Right.
I will sit there like a stone face.
Mm-hmm. When I saw it, I didn't really know what to expect. And, I knew who Deadpool was, and I know how he is portrayed in comics. But, just the way that the movie was set up, I really liked how they played it out. And I liked how Ryan Reynolds was able to get redemption. Because Green Lantern, when he was in that role, was fucking terrible.
I saw that movie.
So,
it was. No, he did good. He did really good. And maybe he's going to be coming back.
Maybe.
For what?
X-Men or something.
He could be, yeah, because he's in... Because him and Wolverine have, a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, in the movie?
No, just in real life, like in just comic book world. They
have
have
beef.
Well, he was also in the Wolverine series.
Yeah,
Was
he was in that
movie.
He was in the movie.
Yeah.
He's in the I think the first
They
one.
referenced. They referenced. Yeah, their past relationship in the movie.
Yeah, I like with comic books. Comic books are actually pretty in depth.
Right, and the movies just kind of don't match sometimes.
Yeah,
it's
I just
like
get
a
this
book.
information from my brother.
It's kind of like a book.
Yeah, like and like there's so many different spin-offs.
Yeah.
Of every comic, every main comic. It's insane. Like there's like with Wolverine. Wolverine, he always done his own thing, and he's with the X-Men kind of sorta. Then he has his thing with Deadpool. Then there's a point in time where Wolverine was in Canada, hanging around with those guys, and it was just like he had a lot of different stories.
Are you going with the cop to Darwin?
No, I'm going early. I'm going to look at maybe. I'm gonna do the early special.
Yeah.
I think the first showing's at 9 in the morning. It might be a little too early for me.
Are you gonna go by yourself?
I'm gonna go by myself because I will not. Because everyone who I know is working tomorrow or is gonna be busy, and I will not go to a movie alone in the evening after 5.
I wouldn't want to either.
Because I don't want to look like a loser by myself, so I have to go before 5.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to see the movie. I want to try this this burger place on, I think it's in Fife. It's called Quick Pick or Pick Quick?
Quick Pick. It's
Quick
over
Pick.
by Jack in the Box.
Yeah. My friend said it's really good.
Yeah, and they opened back up. They're closed for the winter. I have to check that out too.
Oh.
So yeah.
All these, I need to make a list of all these restaurants to try.
It's like a little burger place.
It's literally a burger stand you walk up to, you get a burger.
You sit in your car and eat it, I guess.
My significant other really doesn't like those kind of places. So
Why?
myself.
Those are the best burger
places. Those are the
places.
best burger places. You need to tell them to stop being so bougie.
Bougie and bougie.
Maybe bougie as hell.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Wait, so he doesn't go, because he's in Seattle, so why?
He works in Bellevue.
He doesn't work in Seattle? That's why he worked in Seattle.
Bellevue.
There's a lot of like good places like that I feel like. He's missing out.
Missing out. He probably doesn't even like Dick's either.
I don't really like Dick's.
I think
really
Dick's
like
is overrated, but for what it is, I like it.
You can get 20 burgers for $10.
Yeah.
You get so much food for like
it makes
so
my
little
stomach
money.
hurt, so I don't really go there. I just like their milkshakes are good.
Yeah, milkshakes are good.
And their fries are good.
I wish the fries were a little bit more crispier.
Yeah.
Instead of like limp.
Yeah, soggy. Yeah. No, I mean when we were in Oregon, out in Portland, they had like a line of food trucks.
Yeah.
It's
like that whole block.
Yeah, I was like, let's go eat there. And then we didn't really seem interested, so we went to like a pizza place, which was really good too, though. But
like after a bar or
no, when we first got there. Yeah.
I'm going to Portland this weekend.
Oh.
To see my new baby niece.
I really feel like downtown Portland is just like a downgraded Seattle because there's no skylines.
No. Well, they have big buildings though.
But there's no skylines.
Yeah.
What's a skyline?
Like
exactly.
Tall buildings.
Oh, okay.
Is that? I thought a skyline was an image of all the tall buildings.
Yeah.
Like how you can be across on Alki and you can see the skyline
Which
of
is
buildings.
kind of
I think a big building is a skyscraper.
Yeah.
Well, there's no skyscrapers. Whatever. Skyline, skyscrapers. All I know is there's no tall buildings in goddamn Portland. Okay.
They have a few of them, but they're like.
But there's no skyline. Like, there's no, like, legitimate, like, row of tall buildings.
I look at Portland as, like, a really upgraded Tacoma. That's how I look at it. Because it's not big. It's not big like how Seattle is.
It's clean. It's very clean.
It's
really
a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
With all those homeless people, you think it'd be dirty, but it's not.
It's not. They have recycling bins, trash cans everywhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I
Portland.
like it. I love Portland
too.
The Nines. Oh, my God. I would totally stay there again.
I'm going to go hiking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mount Hood?
Nah, that's way too far. That's hella far.
It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's too far.
Oh, okay.
No, we're gonna hike. I found this trail that has some waterfalls and shit on it, so I'm gonna take my camera and get busy.
Go by yourself?
No, I'm gonna go with Corey and AJ.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, AJ's going down too?
Are you guys staying with Corey, or are you guys... Oh, okay.
We're gonna stay on the little big-ass couch, like we did last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we gotta figure out what the hell we're gonna do at nighttime.
Because Corey's not gonna be able to go out.
Nah, he didn't get his ID renewed yet. He don't really need it.
Oh, God.
So he just been putting it off.
What, does Corey still have the dogs? The dog, is it one dog or 2 dogs?
Oh, he has his dog, and then
She has
his
a
girl
dog?
has a little weird little dog. Yeah, so they're both down there. It's like full house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
Got 2
I'm proud of
kids, 2
him.
dogs. Nice little home outside of Portland. Yeah. It's crazy. The motherfuckers is growing up.
Seriously. That's good, though.
Well, Tim's not.
Oh, God. Will Tim ever grow up?
No, probably not.
I want to end this podcast so I can find out legitimate, like, why Tim is the way he is.
Well, we will. I'll give it an hour. So we got 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I want to show you guys my car.
Oh, yeah. We gotta talk about that.
What are you doing this weekend, Mary? You didn't say.
I'm not doing shit. I just purchased our car, okay?
Oh.
I'm like broke for a couple weeks.
Oh.
But no, I'm not doing anything big next weekend. It's nice because my boyfriend is now having every other weekends off.
That's good.
So we get to spend more time together, not that we already do, but I was like, oh, how did you get that? Because working retail, like, it's hard to get weekends off. And I was like, why would you want to do that? Like, you're basically missing out on money. He was like, oh, I just want to spend more time with you.
Oh, what
so
a babe.
Cute. He's
Yeah.
so cute. So I don't know, we're planning our next trip soon. I want to go to Whistler.
I'm gonna try and go to Hawaii in May.
Yeah.
I'm going to California in April.
What
You
part?
for sure going.
Yeah, to see Michael. Corona. He lives in Corona.
Where's that?
You been there?
No, my cousin's like family. Some of my cousin's family lives.
Where's
in
Corona?
South.
Yeah.
Like, is it near San Diego?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's like the Bay. It's in the Bay.
No, I don't think so.
San Diego's not in the
San
Bay.
Francisco.
That's San Francisco.
San
Which is
Francisco, Oakland.
north. That's north. San Diego's south. Wow.
I don't know where shit is. The last place I've been to in California was in freaking Stockton.
Yeah.
Then we drove to San Francisco.
I wish last time I was in San Francisco I wasn't 21 yet, so I couldn't go to like the clubs and the bars.
Yeah.
But we walked downtown San Fran, and I wish, oh my god, I want to go back down.
When we went to the Yard House, which I'm glad they brought up here, but we went to the Yard House and had like 3 or 4 of those big ass beers.
Yeah.
And then in the night I got throw up on my hands.
Ooh.
From you?
No, from freaking one of my friends, Curtis. He got
Oh.
hammered. He got hammered.
Curtis.
Yeah, yacked on my hand. It was funny.
Tadarwin.
Don't use names.
What are you doing this weekend, Jovan?
He already
I
said.
just told you. You don't be listening. Well, no, because, okay, so Thursday, me and my friends, we got tickets to see Tom Segura.
No, he didn't say.
I didn't say that part, but I was saying I was
He
going to
didn't
go
say
to Portland.
Thursday. He said go to Portland.
Oh, okay.
So Thursday, I'm going to
Sorry.
see Tom Segura.
Who's that? In relation to
Roman?
No. He's a comedian. He's on Netflix. So when you're on Netflix, look him up. He has 2 specials on there, and they're hella funny. But I'm going to see him on Thursday.
At the comedy club?
Yeah.
Cool.
At like 10 o'clock, so it's going to be a long-ass night.
Yeah.
Wait.
And then Friday, go to Portland and come back Sunday.
Oh, okay. Nice. Everyone's doing a little something.
You don't work on Friday?
That's cool.
No, dude. But we're going to go after I get off. I get off at a decent time, and I think Asia gets off at 2. So we'll be on the road by like 6.
Speaking of comedians, though, Joe Coy is going to be in Seattle.
Oh, you didn't see him?
Yes, I bought me and my mom tickets. I'm so excited.
Does she know who he is?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
Filipino. Come on now. Of course,
you never know.
knows who she is or who he is. And
I think he's Filipino and white.
his mom's I think he's full. He's from Tacoma.
Oh. Well, shit.
Yeah, he's from Tacoma, so that'd be nice. But yeah, we're gonna see him. It's gonna be a live taping.
Oh, so he's doing a special there.
Mm-hmm.
That's tight.
7:30 and at 9.
That's tight. I heard there's a lot of comedians that pass through here,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then I was.
I think it's because marijuana's legal.
No, on top of that, there's a few comedians that I listen to their podcasts. Like there's a guy like Joey Diaz or like Joe Rogan.
Because there's
and they
probably
they've been
a lot of
up here.
small
Yeah. And that's their thing though.
venues.
They do a lot of the small clubs. They do 15-minute spots here and there, make a couple bucks, and that's how it is.
the Parlor
Yeah.
Comedy Club.
So it's I've always thought that comedians they just go on tour and then they get 30 minutes or an hour to perform their shit. But if you're coming up, you can just go places and perform 10 minutes of material and make a couple of dollars.
Yeah. No, he's performing at the Moore Theater. So if anyone wants to go, Joe Coy. I think April 24th, 23rd, or 24th, the Moore Theater. Tickets are still available, I believe.
Look for Mary and her mom.
My whole family, we're gonna have a row. Of
Your
just
whole family's going?
Yeah. I just wanted it to be, not that I just wanted it to be
if you
my
guys are
mom.
close, I'll probably point to you guys.
Yeah.
So you notice that you guys are all Filipino.
Yep.
Oh, hello, it's gonna be a theater full of Filipinos.
Probably.
Yeah, but no, yeah, me and my mom, are going, and then my family, they got tickets too, so it's just nice. So we're all gonna be going together.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to the Moore. We were supposed to go see Joe Rogan at the Moore, but
Yeah.
we just ended up bullshitting away.
I didn't know he was a comedian.
Yeah, he does a lot of things.
I thought that he was just a Fear Factor guy,
Right.
or like
Yeah,
Exactly.
me too.
or like an announcer for
Yeah.
things
For
like
UFC,
sports.
yeah.
I couldn't take him to be a comedian. I don't know if I'd laugh at anything he'd
His
say.
his comedy is cool. It's just different. He emphasizes a lot. Like he's one of those comics that just like he'll like yell kind of. But he's funny, no doubt. He just has a different style. I like comedians that are like really chill and can tell funny shit by like keeping a straight face. Cause it
So
makes me
a
laugh.
sarcastic comedian.
Yeah, something like that.
I
So.
see. Well, I can't wait to get back out there in the real world after, my...
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that
Meaning
mean?
after I get in the swing of things, having a car payment again, I'm just going to suck balls.
You were car paymentless for like literally 2 weeks. So you're like
For 2 months, okay?
2
months.
ain't
It was
had
like
it.
a 2 months.
So
I had a plan set until May of what I was going to do with that extra money that I had from not having to make a car payment. And now, because that fucking bitch that works at Chick-fil-A hit me. She was in her Chick-fil-A outfit when she hit me. Now I got a car payment that I have to make.
So now, if you are at Chick-fil-A, you might see her.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually thinking about doing that. But I was like, no, I'm not
Doing
going
what?
Just like run up on her and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, nice to see you.
But I'm
My
not
back
gonna
is
do that.
fine.
It was nice, actually, because when I bought my first car, the Honda Civic, I needed a cosigner.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have established credit at
Right.
that time. This time, I did it all
All
On
by
your
yourself.
all by myself.
Oh wow.
Yeah, signed
Is your
papers.
payment still the same amount?
It's a little less than what it was,
Oh, okay.
which is nice.
Well, then maybe you can use that money.
Yeah, I guess.
I
Whatever.
bet unless it's like $10.
But I even, I was the one who did the legitimate talking. I talked the guy down. It went from, 18 out the door, and I talked it down to 15 out the door.
Wow, 3 G's.
Yeah,
That's solid.
for sure. So, not including tax, title, and license, I
Yeah.
paid $13.29 for it.
That's good.
Yeah. So,
What year is it?
it's a 2013.
Leather seats. You see the video?
No. Where was the
Jetta SEL.
On
So
the
it has
iChat.
a sunroof and leather heated
video? Oh,
seats. It's nice.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
What was I doing yesterday?
I really wanted a rear view camera.
Why?
Did you get one?
I did not get that.
Oh, you don't need
Why?
that.
What do you mean why? I'm a shitty ass fucking driver.
Yeah.
So I need
Oh my
one.
god, the cop, he drives in a really nice BMW, and his rear view camera shows you
Everything.
your whole surrounding around
That's
you.
pretty cool.
It's
Yeah.
so
oh,
nice.
I want a rear view
love
so
driving
bad.
one.
But I heard you can get one installed.
Yeah, but that's doing
But
too much.
I don't want to waste. I don't want to do that while I'm still on warranty. I want to do that after my warranty is done because I don't want to mess with it.
Yeah.
I don't want to mess with any factory settings, so I'm gonna get that installed. Other than that, my car is. Really.
It's
what
an
I want.
upgrade, and that shit is big.
It's not big.
Is it? Oh.
It's a Jetta.
Jettas are bigger than Civics. I feel
The newer ones, I
yeah,
feel like
I
are
feel like
longer.
Jettas are like
Really?
Accords. Yeah.
Oh, I drive I don't feel like it's too big.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's just.
Don't be
perfectly
burning the leather seats with your.
I don't do that anymore.
Oh, you don't?
You quit?
No, I completely quit.
That's
Is it because
Yeah.
your significant other one asked?
Yeah.
That's nice of you.
Well, he
Yeah.
didn't ask. He was just basically
He said he doesn't like it, or
he
doesn't?
didn't
He wasn't
tell
a
me
fan
to
of it, and
stop.
you were kind of like over it.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
was
kinda
already
like-
over it
yeah.
already. I was just doing it at home with my brother before I go to sleep, and it wasn't that hard. It wasn't something that I was like, oh my god, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was just he wasn't a fan of it, and I was, like you said, it was pretty much over it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I look at it one of those once in a while things.
I do it very once in a
Yeah.
while.
I did last night. Mine. We can talk after the podcast. The shit is crazy.
Yeah, if I was with the girls or hanging out with
Yeah.
with my friends who were going out, then a puff pass here or there. But It's not anything that's like.
I'll do it once
a
in a while, but if
routine
I was
in my life
asked,
anymore.
someone asked me, like, I'll say, okay, cool, I'm gonna do it. I was asked. No, he didn't ask me. He said, have I ever done anything like that before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like marijuana's not that bad compared to everything else.
Yeah, it's way better than crack.
Yeah.
No doubt. So, but I guess we're gonna end the podcast here because we got shit to do, ladies and gentlemen.
Some of us gotta work tomorrow. Lucky
Yeah, and I still
I
got
gotta
meal
eat.
prep.
I know I got a meal prep, make my salads.
Oh, you're back on that?
It's been good for about a week. I still need to, I haven't made it to the gym like I said I was going to in the last
I haven't been to
podcast.
yoga in like 4 weeks.
Really?
Probably, I'm not even gonna go to yoga this week because I have to go to freaking trips.
Maybe next weekend I really need a time where you take me to your gym and so I can get back into the swing of things.
I'm down.
I just need like a refresher on form.
I'm down. I went with I took Javeli with me. Or I went with her to her gym. We got it in. So.
And what do you guys do?
Well, like whatever workout like that they like we did like legs last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just whatever.
And then you walk her through like a leg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
How is she in the gym?
She's cool. She's solid. It was a good time. She's not like I've worked out with ex-girlfriends and working out with them sucked because they be crying and shit. But she was cool with it.
Me.
She was with it.
Oh,
so.
good. I'm proud of her. That she's like routinely going to the gym. I think that's awesome.
And, so
and it's paying off for her too.
She's not afraid. She's not
Oh,
afraid of
is
that.
it?
Yeah,
She's
it is.
good?
She looks
She's not
great.
afraid of the work. So.
Yeah, that's good.
But
get back into it.
All right, guys. I'll see you in the middle of this week probably because I'm gonna get back on the mic and record more podcasts for you all. I'm sorry for leaving you hanging for a month and some change. So you guys have a good one. Have a good night. Kiss your mother on her forehead for me. And I'll see you later.
Have a great week.
Bye.